In a political twist that has shaken South Africa's already tense landscape, former Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane has ignited a firestorm by openly demanding the arrest of President Cyril Ramaphosa. The explosive call came during a fiery public address, where Mkhwebane accused the president of operating above the law and shielding himself from accountability over unresolved allegations linked to the Phala Phala farm scandal and other governance failures. Speaking before a charged crowd of supporters and members of opposition parties, Mkhwebane did not mince words. "No South African is above the law, not even the president," she declared, her voice cutting through the restless murmur of the audience. When ordinary citizens face swift consequences for wrongdoing, why should the head of state be immune? The statement immediately sent shockwaves through political circles, with ANC insiders scrambling to contain the fallout. Multiple sources within the party have confirmed that senior officials are deeply divided over how to handle the growing calls for Ramaphosa's resignation or removal. Some ANC veterans reportedly believe that defending him at all costs will erode public trust even further, while others argue that conceding to opposition pressure would be tantamount to political suicide. Behind closed doors, the atmosphere within the ANC has reportedly turned volatile. Leaked discussions from recent NEC, National Executive Committee, meetings suggest that the party's leadership is split into factions, one fiercely loyal to Ramaphosa, another quietly aligning with those who believe it's time for him to step down before the crisis spirals beyond repair. Mkhwebane's attack comes at a time when the president is already grappling with multiple fronts of discontent: a sluggish economy, growing unemployment, allegations of corruption in state-owned enterprises, and rising frustration from both urban and rural communities. The timing of her remarks appears calculated, tapping into the growing sentiment that Ramaphosa's promised new dawn has failed to materialize. Political analysts warn that the fallout could trigger a domino effect within the ANC. If the president is perceived as politically weak and vulnerable, it emboldens not only opposition parties but also internal rivals, explained Dr. Saifo Dlamini, a Johannesburg-based political strategist. Mkhwebane's comments aren't just about holding Ramaphosa accountable, they signal to others within the ANC that it's open season on the president's leadership. The EFF and other opposition parties wasted no time amplifying Mkhwebane's demand, calling for urgent parliamentary debates and even hinting at possible legal action to compel the president to answer lingering questions. Social media platforms erupted overnight, with hashtags like #ArrestRamaphosa and #ANCInTurmoil trending across the country. For his part, Ramaphosa has maintained a calm, statesman-like exterior, dismissing the remarks as political theater. In a brief media appearance, he said, "I remain committed to transparency, the rule of law, and serving the people of South Africa. These distractions will not deter me from my work." However, sources close to the presidency admit that the pressure is taking a toll, with aides working around the clock to craft a strategy to weather the storm. The ANC's next major gathering could prove decisive. Insiders believe that if Ramaphosa cannot demonstrate firm control over both the party and the narrative, his leadership may be challenged in ways not seen since the tumultuous days of Jacob Zuma's presidency. As the political temperature continues to rise, one thing is certain: Mkhwebane's bombshell has thrown the ANC into a state of unprecedented uncertainty. Whether this crisis marks the beginning of the end for Ramaphosa's presidency, or simply another chapter in South Africa's turbulent political saga, remains to be seen.